Good evening and welcome to Euroman's movie report. This week, of course, I have watched a movie which I personally don't like, but there weren't any other films premiering this week, so I went to watch it anyway. I, of course, am talking about Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. I haven't personally watched any other Harry Potter films. I have watched segments of them, but the universe didn't apply to me, so I haven't watched any other Harry Potter films in the theater besides this one. And I have only what I know about Harry Potter is what I have read in magazines and seen on television, etc. So I went to watch this film. And of course, you can, see that there has happened a huge development from the 2001 version to 2010. For instance, the Ron character, he has become very beefy, so that's a bit fun to watch. But generally, I don't know, but Harry Potter, this film is basically it has borrowed many ideas from Star Wars. I don't know why people are calling this such a fantastic film, but it mirrors Star Wars in so many ways, because now we simply have instead of riding in spaceships, they ride on brooms instead, and we have an evil wizard, Voldemort, who basically looks like and acts like General Grievous from Star Wars. And now we have the dark side of the magic having taken over the Ministry of Magic, and we have these three refugees on the run from the dark side, and Harry Potter being labeled the chosen one. So there are so many similarities between Star Wars and this Harry Potter. So I don't. When they made, for instance, Aragon in 2006, there were many rumblings about Aragon being a direct knockoff of Star Wars. So maybe because Harry Potter has been so successful, George Lucas simply doesn't care. But I think, in my opinion, it was like watching a film which had borrowed a lot of its ideas from Star Wars. So yeah, but generally, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 is simply, as I said, about Ron and what is it? Well, I don't simply remember her name. What is Hyena and Ron? They are on the run from the evil side of the magic, and because Voldemort wants to murder Harry, because of Voldemort, he murdered Harry's parents, and then, being the chosen one, Luke Skywalker, he is brought to these evil aunt and uncle, which don't like him, and they're rough on him, and it simply mirrors Star Wars. And generally, so in this film, Ron and Hyena, or what her name I don't remember, and Ron, they simply on the run, and they learn that Voldemort wants to construct his magical Death Star, consisting of 3 items: a magical cloak, a ring, and what was the third item? It was a magical cloak, a ring, and was it a staff? And I don't care. But anyway, he wants these 3 items so he can control life and death. So generally they run around and 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 we have them using their rods, magical rods, like like laser guns, which was again something which made me think of Star Wars. We could have easily had lightsabers or laser guns instead. So yeah, and generally, yeah. What about the acting? What can I? They are fair actors. The three people who plays the three main characters, and of course I must say Ralph Fiennes, he outclasses the three young people, but that's a whole other story. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, it has some very extravagant special effects, but many big budget films have special extravagant special effects these days. So yeah, was it worth my my $10 movie fee ticket? Yeah, Emma Watson, I must say, she has become quite the looker. So I would say if her she made it worth the $10 for the movie ticket. So what can I say? Besides of this, personally, I'm more into Star Wars, The Lord of the Rings, Indiana Jones, etc. So they are better stories and more adult orientated than Harry Potter. But if you're into Harry Potter, you should go watch it. But I'll probably also go watch the Deathly Hallows part 2 in 2011. But as I would say, I would easily recommend Lord of the Rings over Harry Potter, because Harry Potter is, yeah, it isn't that great. So yeah, what can I say? If I'm gonna rate this film, I would say 2 out of 5 Coca-Cola bottles, because one, it reminded me too much of Star Wars, and I like Star Wars, and it was not a good Star Wars is better than Harry Potter. So and so is Lord of the Rings, and the acting, it was fair but not that great. So and the two Coca-Cola bottles is of course for the special effects and Ralph Fiennes' performance. He's great at playing evil. So if I'll return next week with a review, of course, of Skyline. Until then, cheers.